I don't know. Mason Ho.
Oh, Stuart's going to talk to Mason Ho.
So this is the best thing about France. You get barrels on the sand, close to the beach. It's 6 foot, it's offshore, it's day one. And this is the French dream. The question with France is, are you going to get closeouts or barrels? Or this looks pretty epic. Come surf the cliffs some more.
Dude, that's the dream.
Oh
right
my
there.
God. Forget Hawaii, dude.
Nice to meet you guys.
Hey, nice to meet you. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you as well.
So we live right by the cliffs.
We live in the dream spot right there. That's my other dream besides the North Shore.
Yeah, well, that's the dream.
See you guys soon.
Hopefully you make it to the cliffs one day.
I will 100%.
God bless. So that's the classic thing. Here we go. We're at La Gravière. It's 6 foot. This is our first day, and we just landed. It's sunny. It's offshore. It's October, and oh man, this is paradise. So it's 6 foot today. This is La Gravière. It's the most crowded surf spot, the best surf spot in the whole coastline. So it'll be an epic challenge to just try and get a single wave out there. And we just met Mason Ho. Mason's one of the most famous surfers in the world. Where's he from, Stuart? Hawaii. He's from Hawaii, the North Shore of Oahu. So it's nice to invite him to Aliens. Come surf the cliffs. But yeah, we're going to surf here. We're going to start here today. And the question is, can you get a wave out here? This place is stacked with 48-year-olds. We're not 48-year-olds. We're like 48 pros from all over the world. And so, yeah, can you get a wave, or is it just impossible? And so today we're going to look at, we're going to try and get the 5 best waves in France, in Hossegor, France, in one day. Woo! Mason Ho live. Who else did we meet here? We met Dane Reynolds this morning as well. We were too shy to say. Stuart was like, we should have chatted to him. Stuart said, we should have talked to him about Jesus. All right, that was the right one. All right. Okay, guys, it's got a bit of wind. Oh, French sand, hard to beat it. Gold dust. Woo! Oh, look at that set.
Anyone going? Any takers?
Watch down here, watch what happens. There's actually going on down there.
Hey, it's John. Yeah, just go through and just paddling on a wave now. Yeah, I did spend a lot of time, like, I could spend a lot of time just even setting up. That's a go, I think.
crowded out there. It's super hard to get a wave. I paddled for a guy's wave. He was probably a local. He didn't like it. He told me to exit. So I just moved down the beach. Yeah, right at the end, down here. So he told me to get out of here. I just moved down the beach. It was so beautiful. So beautiful just to see France. It's sunny. It's Hossegor. Le Grave is pumping. Guy getting the barrel. But yeah, and I got 4 solid closeouts. Stoked. And I got the mini hair wash barrel at the end, so stoked, major stoked. So great to be in France. Stuart, are you happy? Tu es content?
I don't know how much footage I've got, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the footage. I had a croissant.
Alrighty.
Very good.
Croissant et un pain au chocolat. Et une pêche.
You speak in English? No English.
No, not very good.
Magnifique. 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 Merci beaucoup.
Oui, monsieur.
5,
5,60.
5,60. Ouais.
Allez.
Wow, c'est pas cher. C'est pas. Oh, c'est pas. C'est pas cher.
C'est pas
It's
cher.
not expensive.
C'est ça.
Yes. Nous avons le
mieux croissant.
Morning, guys. Irish speaking. Good, man. Stuart, are we allowed to start now?
This is not from this man's
Are the
shop.
friends?
What's your name, sir?
You can. Johan,
Johan.
Johan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm John. Nice to meet you.
you come from the.
Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah.
From the south?
Just arrived yesterday, just
Yeah.
3 days. Yeah.
3 days?
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the best things about a surf trip to France. The croissants, main street of Hossegor, and they even had decaf coffee. I was afraid to ask for a decaf coffee in France.
How much was that, John?
It was only €5.80 for 4, like 2 giant pain au raisins, a pain au chocolat, and a croissant. That's crazy cheap.
Tell Hugo that.
Le Hinch prices are.
Tell Hugo.
Le Hinch prices have escalated over the past years. So, on the croissant and coffee front,
Well, the coffees weren't cheap.
on the
€9
croissant,
for
€9 for 3 coffees. That's still cheaper than Le Hinch.
yeah.
But on the Le Hinch doesn't win. Hossegor wins
Right.
when it comes to the croissants and the pain au chocolat.
And the prices.
Prices. This is Cunu, and it must be one of the best waves on the coast, Stuart. If Mason Ho's out there, that was Mason Ho, right?
I don't know.
I think so. Is that Josh, guys?
Oh yeah?
Is that Josh?
Joshy. That is Joshy, I think.
Josh, congratulations on your Billabong advert.
Yeah, thanks.
You stoked?
Yeah, for sure. So stoked.
Unreal, man. George, you're a proud dad.
I am. It's pretty good. It's worth the effort.
Yeah, well done, Josh. You're ripping out here with Dane Reynolds, Mason, Clay, Stephanie Gilmore. What size is this, Josh?
5'1".
When we came
5'1".
here in spring,
5'1". Mad. Sick.
I mean, France been epic. It's pumping every day. Yeah, hot. I mean, before you came, it was 37 degrees 2 days in a row. I mean, for October,
Oh
it's
my
like
goodness.
37 degrees. The same, like back home, you know, when waves are pumping, in one day you get probably more good waves, you know, than here for a month.
Yeah.
But everything around this, you know, it's
Yeah,
really
the
nice here.
lifestyle.
The lifestyle and the you know, you can serve both shirts here.
High action. High action, John.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of.
Where's Stuart? We lost Stuart. Well, it was just epic. The end of day one, to get a few little left-handers, and something really cool happened today. When I was surfing Le Gravier this morning, I paddled for this local guy's wave, and he let me know he wasn't impressed. And so afterwards, it turned out that he left his towel right on the beach, and so I went up to him. I said, "Hey, listen, I'm very sorry, pardon." And he turned around and he said to me, yeah, no problem. Hey, listen, I forgive you. And we ended up chatting. I ended up talking to him, inviting him to Ireland. But it was so nice, the fact that he forgave me. You know, I was paddling for his wave. He wasn't. It was so good. And for Christianity, the essence of Christianity is about forgiveness. That Jesus made a way for us to be forgiven everything we've ever done, for our past to be cleared. And Jesus told a parable about forgiveness. It's in Matthew 18. It's a beautiful parable. And basically the story went that this guy, he owed a great debt, but his boss turned around, he begged for forgiveness. His boss forgave him his huge debt. But then the next day or a few days later, he went out and a friend owed him, the guy who had been forgiven everything, his friend owed him a small amount of money, and he did not forgive his friend. So the big boss came around and said, like, hey, why didn't you forgive, having been forgiven so much? And the reason the Christian can so easily forgive people, because forgiveness can be super hard for many people, but the reason I can forgive everybody all the time, continuously, is because my big debt has been paid when Jesus Christ died on the cross. I am forgiven. My past is wiped clean. And so that's how forgiveness is made possible for myself. And so that's the good news, that God wants to forgive us our debt. You look at this grains of sand on this beach in France, and that's what our sin, the wrong stuff we've done, spoken, thought. There is numerous as the grains of sand possibly, right, in this beach. But Jesus clears them all. And but it was so beautiful that my French friend met him on the beach. I apologized, and he said, no problem. and we had a nice chat. So it was beautiful. And day one in France has ended well. We got a few tiny little left-handers. It was reminded me a little bit about surfing in the Hinch, and Surf La Gravière. Got lots of closeouts. So let's see what happens tomorrow. It's a new day, and it's been so great to surf in La Gravière, and I hope Stuart showed up. He doesn't surf too often.
I managed to get to my feet once. I made it out, but the rook took me all the way down. I said it was a young man's game, Pete. It's a young man's game. But it keeps you kind of fit. Look at that guy roofing over there. Must keep it cool.
Yeah, we're in Cabreton. I remember surfing, got a long right-hander. I used to have a yellow board when I was 19. I got a long right-hander off here. It gets good.
You still have
But
a yellow board.
how about-
Is it the same board? Let's get some
How
food.
about, I've
boys.
never eaten in the nice restaurants here though, so fish restaurants.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Two glasses. Top vin rouge. Okay. And then water or
Oh yeah.
Bon appétit.
Welcome to Cabreton, surfer, entrepreneur. Dive in.
gastronomic.
This morning we are in Cabreton, just slightly south of Hossegor, and so the surf, we were hoping the surf would be a bit bigger today, but opportunity to surf a new beach. And Cabreton is a very famous town, great seafood, amazing food, and so we're gonna surf this bank today. And the beautiful thing about surfing in this place is that these incredible World War II bunkers. I'm going to surf with Shannon Ainsley, and Shannon's from South Africa but lives in Norway. He's a great surf coach. So, time to hit the surf. Woo. Yeah, that's it. We're in the car park at La Penon, just north of Hossegor. And 30 years ago I used to come here, and this is one of the first surf trips I ever did, just coming down here. Sunshine. I remember looking at the guys in the camper vans and the dreadlocks and the lifestyle and going, wow, that's the ultimate. It's great to be in Le Penon in France in October. Sunshine. In the morning time there's never any wind. It's always offshore, and then the sun rises up over the sand dunes at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you just start to get sun on your face. You know, when Jesus was on earth, he had this title. One of his titles was, he said, I am the light of the world. Then Jesus turns around and he says to his followers this privilege and responsibility, and he says, you are the light of the world. And then he compares it to a city on a hill, like Rio de Janeiro, or a city up on a hill. Everyone could see it. That's what Jesus wants. And then he says, don't put it under a basket, but put it on a stand. The idea of light is that it illuminates. In the darkness, nobody knows where they're going. But when the light shines, people can see guidance and which way to go. So then Jesus says in Matthew 5, verse 16, so let your light shine amongst men, that people will see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So Jesus tells his followers to shine. And the contrast, it's the distinctive. Instead of darkness, to shine. You know, Jesus went on to talk about salt, that we are to be salty and to be the flavor, the thing that preserves. And so that's what Jesus' encouragement is that so let your light shine amongst men, that people will see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. It's not about our light, it's him living in us. It's the light of Jesus shining from earthen vessels. God bless from Le Penon in Le France. Le Penon was really good. This is Estaños. It's one of the best waves, for sure, top 5 in Hossegor, France. But we messed up yesterday. We ended up in the surf was pumping, it was offshore.
It's good to get good information. I felt we went on the wrong information.
We went on a goose chase. We went up north. We were told there was a bank up there, a secret spot. We got drawn away. And we ended up surfing that left last night.
Wow.
The angry local told me to go home. He said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Ireland. He says, go home, you have good waves. Welcome to France.
Peacemakers.
Peacemakers, see? What's that verse that Jesus said?
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will inherit the kingdom of
God.
heaven.
Yeah. And it's interesting. Like, it's an interesting verse on localism, isn't it? It's like localism is like, no, this is my territory. And Jesus says, blessed are the peacemakers, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And that generous heart that Jesus gives us. So today it's onshore, Estaños. This is an amazing representation of how epic Estaño is. There's a beautiful left here, but we're just gonna go surf the most atrocious onshore wave and just get wet and burn off the sweat. All right.